Yes.
Oh yeah. I gotta. Let me see this.
Hey, there it is.
Oh my god!
Oh gosh.
Right by his
Hilarious.
ear. Can whisper in his ear.
I love it. Here, hold on. He needs some Burt's Bees there.
Oh no.
Oh, I love it. Dude, I can't look at it.
We're gonna be doing podcasts, and he's just gonna lean over and be like, messing with it.
That's too. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway. All right. Okay. Yeah. So at the top of the show, dude, it's so crazy.
Candy lips. That's hilarious.
Zerosha, you were in chat when Rez said that, right?
Yeah,
Oh my god. I almost died.
that was funny.
All right, let me pop Twitch chat out.
How do I
And then-
sound? I move my mic and stuff around. And you're not getting the hum anymore?
That is going to be a problem unless I go like this. Hey, I have a mic. There we go. Okay, say it again.
Good.
Sorry,
I don't have the hum anymore, do I?
I didn't hear it in the first place.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. When I took my rig down to the pre-release down in Atlanta, and since I took my rig down, I went ahead and rearranged everything around a little bit. My mic's closer to my face and that kind of stuff.
So
I can't do it like right in front of my mouth or I'll blow everybody out.
we hear every breath you make.
Every move you make.
He'll be watching you.
You'll be watching.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
What a team. What a
Good
team. Oh yeah.
Squishy's always there for the dad jokes.
Yep, that's my role.
Oh, Zoroshio, you
That's how I roll.
might want
That's how I rock and roll.
show notes.
Oh, do we do show notes?
No, no,
We do show notes?
not
No.
really.
Not really. No.
Do you remember that, Espo? Episode 10 of Hero Power? We
Uh-huh.
do the show notes. Wait, you do show notes?
That was awesome.
I do remember hearing about that.
Oh,
Yep.
dude.
You were
Oh,
there. You were
Yeah.
there when we said it. He was like, wait, you do show notes?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Okay.
Show.
Oh,
Uh.
hey, guess what? Ariamon's eating.
Wait. Oh.
Oh my
Big
goodness.
surprise, right?
Shocker.
One of them's always saying, I'm hungry. The other one is actually taking care of it. So
Hey, I just ate pizza. What are you talking about?
that's what I'm saying. Now, are you
I
hungry?
had bacon pizza with cheese stuffed crust. Thank you.
All right, so top of the show. What did you do this week? Or do you want to do what did you do this year?
Or what did you do last summer?
Well, I know what you did last
Never
summer.
mind. Never mind.
Oh my god.
It's going to be dad jokes all
It's gonna be
night.
all night long dad jokes.
All night
And then we'll
There you
have
go.
That's what I was thinking.
we'll have the Versika head shake coming from both girls.
No,
You
because
see-
I will be punning with
Do you see we have a new host?
Oh, Man at Arms.
Oh,
You
really?
guys hear the news?
No, I
yeah,
didn't.
Versika is taking a break. He's got
Yeah,
to take
it's
care of
handful
some
raising coal.
stuff in his life. No, that's Avanti's. Avanti's
Oh, I
raising
thought you
coal.
said my bad. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
Versika's...
did you see me pop in last night? I was at work and I was working on bicycles.
Yeah, I
and
did.
and I put my phone up on the bike stand as I was working.
Yeah, we
and I
saw
was
you pop
watching.
in.
I
My
saw
new
Man at
setup-
Arms and I was like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he's awesome. He does a great job.
Oh yeah.
He's
follow
gonna
him
be
on
a
Twitter.
great addition as the new Versika.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. All right. So let me see. So top of the show.
Ready now?
How do you guys want to do it?
We're always ready.
We've got like 10 minutes before we're considered late.
That's right.
We're 20 minutes late already, so
Yeah, about
Yeah,
to say
10
20 minutes
before it's
later.
late.
10 minutes before you're really late. Oh, gotcha.
excuse me.
Whoa. Hey.
Mm.
So
Well,
speaking of eating, how was that? How did that taste, Steve? So
All right, come on. Do I have to say moving on already?
yeah.
Moving
We haven't
on.
even started yet.
Hold up.
So do we want to just do I guess we'll just do how was your week, and then those of you that have not been on the show for a while that's everybody but Steve and I.
I've been on
With the
fairly
way the
recently, and so is Zero.
So have I.
Oh, that's
Mine-
right. You that's right. When I was out.
Just
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
With the way the frames are, I think we should break into the Brady Bunch.
you know, when I was putting this together, I was singing the song. Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right. All right.
Well,
makes
we got
Espo
six.
Alice.
We have 6 of us.
That makes Espo Alice.
Right.
I forgot about Alice. Wait, she
She
wasn't
started
in.
the big one in the
Actually-
middle.
Actually, Alice
Did
is
she?
looking over his shoulder.
Yo!
Wax lips
Oh,
out.
Actually,
There's 6 of us.
All right, guys, come on. Let's just start, and we'll see where this goes.
I think we already know.
Okay.
What's our intro order?
That's a good question.
We
Wow,
can
what
do-
was that?
Whoop.
Squeak.
Creepy, screechy door.
That was
The
the,
guys behind
that was
you.
the door. Sorry.
That was Zero's wife trying to be quiet.
We're gonna be
It,
going
it
live
was
in
the
just
guy
a minute.
behind Espo. That's
Wow.
why.
It was-
Do what? Yeah,
Yep.
she did. You good?
Oh, I love you, Zero. Zero, you missed it the other. Were you here the other night when my wife came in and started opening up packs?
Yes. Yes. I did see that.
awesome. Oh, it was so awesome.
That was funny.
Yeah, she's a trip. Okay, so we'll go Vastidius, Espo, and then
What?
Let's do it by order of when they were on. So we'll.
that's what I'm thinking. So Zero, you were on, and then Emily, and then
Emily
Squishy.
was on 1.
He means originally. Dad means
Original.
originally.
Oh,
original.
originally. Oh,
So in that
okay,
case,
okay.
Espo should be 2nd.
Third. Because it's Dad, then me.
I
then
meant
Espo.
third.
Yeah,
right.
I'll
yeah,
be
yeah,
third.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Dad,
then Zero, were you on before Squishy? Like you were on
Yeah.
when Emily was on,
He
right?
was on
Yeah.
before. Because he was
Yeah,
on like
that's what
8
I
or
thought.
10.
Yeah. So
How long
Squishy,
does
you're
it
last.
Take to figure out the order.
Right?
See, I thought Espo, but I thought Espo
he-
always goes last, so you could say, and I'm Espo.
No, you saved the best for last. That's why I'm last. So
There we go.
Yeah.
So Squishy, you have to say, and I am Squishy Dragon.
okay, I think I can handle that.
Okay.
I know what I'm gonna say.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So it
All
goes.
right.
It goes Vastidius, Ari, you, me, then Squishy.
Yes, let's go. Let's start.
Gotcha.
Just start.
Move
Go,
it.
Dad.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Says-
Let's start.
Says the
Okay.
Tauren.
Whoa.
Oh!
We
Whoa.
lost
Where'd
Zero.
Zero go?
No, the order.
Oh
It's all
no!
chaos.
Oh, chaos! Total chaos!
It's ruined.
Oh my goodness,
Ah.
it's all ruined. Everything is ruined. Oh.
You're making Esmo cry. He's looking awfully close with that that's behind him.
So sketchy.
Sketchy.
So weird. I feel like his lips are like gonna touch my ear.
Yes, he's just whispering in your ear.
My Discord just crashed when I did my push to mute.
Oh.
Yeah, you did.
Try
Yeah,
it
you
again.
did.
Try pushing mute. Does it crash?
No, you're good.
No, no, good now.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Quick, Dad,
Don't
start
cough.
the show.
Okay, there's no music because I can't get it to play for you guys really easily, and
no.
it's
So we
Well,
just
I can
flip off
try-
to nothing.
I can try it again, but it's we'll see if it works for you guys because it doesn't work for Espo.
You getting your candy lips already?
Just
So, do you hear
Okay.
this? Do you hear this?
Okay, I'm ready. Not really. Not really.
it broke up.
I'm just gonna pretend.
Okay, well,
Zero, we
you're
will
not
never
gonna
break up.
you're not gonna hear it. It's gonna be like this. Can you hear any of it at all?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. Well, you can nod because I'm gonna go straight into it after this ends. Because I'm gonna edit this after the fact because of the issues. But everybody can hear it on stream, I hope. So. Maybe Welcome to Legend of the Innkeeper. I'm Vastidius.
I'm Arianman.
I'm Espo.
I'm not Espo.
And I am Squishy Dragon.
Woohoo!
Sweet. Good
The
job,
whole
team.
crew together again.
So that voice that you heard that was not me was my wingman.
Zeroshio, that's right. I have to say not Espo because that's how I've always introduced myself whenever I've substituted for you.
No substitutions tonight. We have everyone, and
Well, everyone we could
including-
round up. It was
Yeah.
like
yeah.
herding cats trying to get people in.
Yeah. I think, in fact, I think that's what Rez is doing right now.
Herding cats.
Herding
Yeah.
I think he's actually herding cats.
Well, I tried offering everybody wax lips, but nobody wanted to show up. So,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can keep those for yourself, Espo.
and
I don't know what you're talking about.
if you want to have fun, by the way,
Yeah, a little something.
go
What?
watch
I got where?
the
what?
replay on YouTube or Twitch stream when you get a moment. If you're listening to this in audio, so you can see Espo's background. I think you'll enjoy it. So,
Oh my goodness.
He enjoys it. He enjoys it a lot.
So Zero, your background. It says what's EP 200? What's going on there? What's EP 200?
This is episode 200.
Woo! Yes!
Yeah!
Yes! We made it. I was the only one clapping.
I clapped. I just didn't want to clap like in the mic.
Oh, I definitely did. I definitely did. Yeah. When you have a creepy goblin with wax lips over your shoulder, you don't care.
You're just so distracted by that.
That's right. For those of you that are missing out on the live Twitch video stream, I have a background that Vastidius said I would love, and I am not sure that I do right now because it's the creepy goblin from, what is it, Secret Plan?
secret plans.
Yeah, so the Hunter card Secret Plan has the goblin with the wax lips. Thank you, Rez. And he is currently creeping over my shoulder right now, and it's really weird. Like,
Well,
I know
whisper
it's
the
there,
secret plan
and
in your ear.
it's really creeping me out.
Wait, don't look. He's like he's right there, Espo.
Well, so I feel like if I lean back too much, like his lips will get on my ear.
Oh.
Well, they will.
Just
All right.
Is it too early? Is it too early for me to pull a moving on?
No, definitely not. I was thinking the same thing. So I'll tell you what, let's go in reverse order. How was your week?
Reverse order. That means squishy.
Okay. My week was pretty good, pretty hectic. Just started a new job, which means I have very little room for gaming, and it makes me very sad. But money's good, so you can spend money on gaming.
That you can't play.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
For those few days off,
you're still really big into Overwatch, right?
I am.
And something
I
happened
love
today.
Overwatch. Yes, the new event came out today, or well, the old event came out today. It is the Summer Games, so brand new, hot off the presses. They've got Summer Games going on, which has Lucio Ball, which I think most people hate. So I'm a little sad.
I loved her and I love Lucy.
Wow, that was so good. I approve of that one. That was good.
We're gonna have dad jokes all night long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
They
boy.
also just got the new hero Wrecking Ball.
No.
who,
Hammond.
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 Everyone calls him Hammond. He's a little hamster in the machine in the mech.
It's Espo's favorite character.
I
Espo's
still don't
favorite
believe
character.
this.
It is a
You don't wanna
hamster
play 'em.
in a ball.
I know.
One of those rolly balls they run in. I haven't
What's wrong
played them
with it,
yet.
Espo?
Squishy made me watch it. She's like, watch this. Watch this. I still don't believe it.
He's a lot of fun to play. So y'all should check it out. Good fun. See if Hammond really exists or if he's just a fantasy.
It's real life.
Very cute.
I mean, you know, even though we saw him coming, he still came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh, okay, Doracio, quick, take over. Here we go.
Quick. I actually have been doing a lot with Hearthstone. The new set Boomsday came out. I think you guys did commented on a lot of the cards that's been revealed, and there was a pre-release event this past Sunday just north of Atlanta that I drove 2.5 hours and went to. Had a lot of fun. Opened all my packs. Couldn't stream because the bandwidth was really bad. I did try to stream, but it didn't work out. And I've been playing a lot of Boomsday, and obviously do my podcast, the Hero Power podcast. Thanks again to Legend Innkeeper helping us get off the ground with that. So that's helped us. And if you want to see more of my content, you can go to heropowerhs.com. But selfless plugs. Excuse me.
Now, rumor
yeah.
is that you have all the legendaries except for 6 from this expansion.
That's not true.
Ah.
I have all the legendaries except for 4 now.
Oh,
I actually opened another one, and then I crafted one today for a deck I wanted to try out. So I have crafted 3 of them, but I did get the 3 for the big pre-orders, the 1 regular and then 1 per pre-order, and then I opened a total of 10. So I'm missing 4. Nothing too big, and I just recently crafted the Solarium for a Mechathune Warlock deck that I am trying out. It is a lot of fun. And then, of course, I crafted Golden Dr. Boom and Golden Whizbang.
so
Because I can't poke and mess with Espo, tell him he has to craft it if I'm not willing to do it myself.
This is true. This is true.
so now with the golden Dr. Boom, does he do anything special with that, or is it just?
I mean,
golden?
he's just golden, and all of his hero power is golden. So any of the like little microbots or anything he creates will pop out golden.
Okay.
And any of the discovers will all come golden as well.
Because I'm considering seriously doing a gold Dr. Boom.
I think Golden Dr. Boom would be good. I think you'd enjoy it. I had the extra dust. I actually still have about 12,000 dust left
Yeah.
after all that. I did craft Golden Whizbang, which is absolutely awesome because it gives you an all golden deck as well as the Golden Hero Power, which I already have for all 9 classes. But if you don't, it's definitely worth the investment.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
Espo is actually next.
There we go.
Sorry.
Actually, you know what, guys? I have something special that I want to actually do during my How Was Your Week? So I will go last. So I defer mine to Ariana.
That's
I see,
awesome.
I see.
Espo switching it up as per
yeah.
usual.
Yeah.
So my week has been all right. I didn't actually know the expansion was out until Dad told me today. Which happens when you're busy working and discovered Minecraft and all that. So I haven't actually played it, but I did open my packs today, and I had, besides the 3 free ones, I had the ability to get 8 packs, which I think for a super casual is pretty good. And I got a legendary out of it.
Which one?
Which was Subject 6, 8,
9.
something like that.
9.
9. One of those numbers.
Subject 9.
4,
221.
42.
3.5.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing some of those cards. I want you to guess, probably Dad and Sis, which card I went and crafted as soon as I saw that it existed. From the new set.
Golden Whizbang.
Golden Whizbang, that's what I was thinking.
No,
No.
I don't have that
Lumi?
much dust.
The pinata.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
the sister knows. Look at
Yeah.
that.
I do.
I like it. I like
It
it.
does
Weaponized
get
pinata.
it does get you a random legendary.
Yeah,
Yes, it
I was
does.
like, that is amazing. I want it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Well, cool.
All right, Dad.
Oh, okay. Well, being casual and doing a casual podcast, one of the things I was really working hard on was trying to get up enough gold to actually open a whole bunch of packs this time around. And I did. I actually ended up with 4,900 gold by the end
Wow.
by the time it
Nice.
launched. Which for me is amazing because I don't think I even broke 2,000 last expansion. So having 49 extra packs open was amazing.
Wow.
So I opened up when I got my freebie, was it the freebie? Yeah, the freebie legendary was Crystal Smith Kangor. And
Nice.
my bundle legendary was Golden Electra Storm Surge, which is the Shaman legendary. And then I opened up Zarek's Cloning Gallery, Stargazer Luna, Luna's Pocket Galaxy, so I got both the mage legendaries, Ziliac, Subject 9, Mechathune, and then I crafted the Golden Whizbang the Wonderful. Had to do it.
Nice.
Absolutely had to do it.
Nice.
Now, question: have you used Kangor yet? Because
No.
I haven't crafted him yet, and I don't have him yet.
No, I have not.
No,
I
I have used the spell, the Kangor's Endless Army, and it's very, very good. But I haven't justified crafting Kangor, even though Paladin's my favorite class.
Now, the interesting thing is I opened a couple more packs today and opened a Myra's Unstable Element. The golden
Nice.
one.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
I got 3 goldens from this expansion. Crafted
Nice.
1 and maybe 4 if I do Dr. Boom.
My Goldens were Myra and Myra's Unstable Elements. I
Ah.
got both rogues legendaries as my 2 Goldens.
Now I have 8,300 roughly dust. So I'm seriously considering crafting the other Myra and Dr. Boom golden. Not necessarily Myra
Speaking-
golden, but yeah.
Speaking of Goldens, the fact that I crafted Whizbang and I've been playing with golden cards, they have really upped their golden animation game. It's gotten so much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
And
they have.
Yeah.
I have always been a firm gold card disenchanter. I disenchant them for the extra dust right away. I have yet to dust any of my Goldens. I've even gotten some out of standard packs from doing the brawl, and I'm just hanging on to them because I have enough dust right now. And I might just start playing with the golden cards instead because I never did really enjoy them in the past, but maybe because I didn't have a lot of them. And now that I can play with them using Whizbang, I'm really impressed by the animation. So I'm probably going to start playing with more golden cards.
Well, they definitely added a few animations in this. Not just the golden animation, but also animations when you're opening packs or playing a card.
Yes.
So onboard animations and really cool stuff. Like, have you seen the animation for the boom ship?
Yes.
That is nuts.
Have you
And-
seen the one for Pogo Hopper?
Yes.
Like he literally just about jumps off the card. It is so neat.
So yeah, there's some really cool animations. Okay. So I opened 147 packs total with
Cool,
my whole
cool.
thing, and that ended up with what, however many I got. So pretty cool. I was happy with it.
Okay.
And if you want to
All
see the on YouTube, there's my recording of it, and Twitch in the video history. You can watch my pack opening, and also Espo and Rez. They did their pack opening on there too. So okay.
All right.
Now before Espo goes, I was
That's no fair. I was going to interrupt him.
oh okay.
Oh, you
Everybody
beat me
can't
to
interrupt
it.
him at once.
It's
I mean,
it's too late. I have a goblin with wax lips in my ear.
he can't get more distracted.
That's right. All right. So these past couple weeks I haven't played a lot, but Boomsday dropped. Oh my gosh. And I couldn't help it. Rez and I have been getting together almost every day and talking about the cards, talking about what decks we were going to make, and just like geeking out totally over all these great cards. And I know I say it every drop of every expansion. Oh, this expansion's so awesome. I'm so hyped. again, this is the expansion that I've wanted. Like all the cool stuff's happening. Yeah. So
And
I
we have an
ended up-
adventure coming too that we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Yeah.
21st.
That's right.
That's right.
It's gonna be awesome. So, and I talked about the adventure before, and of course I'll save everything I have to say about it when it actually drops. But yeah, so I ended up getting I think 4,900 gold, so really close to 5,000.
It was 49.50.
Yeah, it was 4,950. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Nice.
And last week I think I was at 360 druid wins, and I said, you know what? I said I really gotta get on it. I gotta play some Hearthstone. I gotta make some gold, and in the process of playing the Hearthstone and getting the gold, I got 32 druid wins. So I'm up to 392 druid wins. So just a little bit to go, and I'll hit that 400 mark. And yes, we did open up packs the other day. I ended up getting, I can't remember the order that I got them in. It was all a big blur. I was so excited. But I opened up Floop's Glorious Gloop, which is the spell for Druid. I also got the Phlebidinous Gloop, which he's awesome. He is good stuff. So it's cool that I got both of those because I'm playing a lot of Druid right now, trying to get my golden, and that those both are really fun. I got
Now is a good time to try to get your golden because Druid is in a really good spot right now.
Well, it's funny because I chose, I think I was telling Ariawan earlier, I chose to get my golden Druid next, maybe February or March. And I was like, I'm going to do it. I've only got like 50 some wins in Druid, but I think I want to try it. And then all of a sudden, Druid just keeps on getting more powerful. And I'm like, got Blizzard in my pocket, man. They know I'm going for it. They're going to give me, it. So yeah.
Young Woo's hooking you guys up.
That's right. He pushed that button. I ended up getting Boommaster Flark, Hunter Legendary, Stargazer Luna, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Boommaster Flark. Oh my gosh, awesome stuff, right?
All the Goblin
All the
bombs. I
Yeah,
love that card.
Four bombs. I mean, that's so cool.
And then you use Void Ripper, and boom, they all go to face.
Zero. I love that we're always hitting the same angle. So Stargazer Luna, the Stormbringer, the Solarium to help out with my I run a lot of low cost minions in my Warlock decks because I guess they call it Zoo. I call it kind of like a rush. Like I just flood the board with minions and kind of
Fish and Imps.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Oh, you remember? That's old.
Of course,
school,
I
man.
remember.
That's old.
This
school,
is episode
yeah.
200. I can't come into episode 200 and not remember the last
Fish and Imps.
199 episodes.
That's
Fish
right.
and Imps has
and
always
Imps.
been there.
Yep. So so we have Solarium I pulled. Dr. Morrigan is going to be a fun guaranteed. She can swap herself out with minions in your deck, which I think is pretty cool.
Or with herself if you get a Baleful Banker.
Dude. Zero. I love you. I pulled Dr. Boom, Mad Genius, and the
Nice.
Boom Ship. So I got both of those warrior legendaries. And I promised everyone that I would do something special tonight.
Oh boy.
So if you're watching on Twitch, you'll notice that I think I'm still in the center, right?
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I'm in the center
As
because I want you guys to see what I'm about to do. Now, but I'll preface this with, I have a free-to-play account. In fact, I have a bunch of free-to-play accounts. And, every once in a while, I'll log in, get the freebies, right? So I logged into my one, which I think is actually Espo 2. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of gold. I had like 4,000 gold. So I bought all the packs with gold, handed my phone to my wife, and she starts opening packs. She's going crazy opening packs. I got like 4 or 5 legendaries. I only opened up like, I want to say 40 packs, I think. But I ended up getting a bunch of legendaries and a bunch of dust. Enough dust to do this on my free-to-play account. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh yeah.
Is that
Ooh,
a
yeah.
golden whiz bang?
Yes, it
That
is.
is.
Nice.
Now, I'll say this too. The other night, Rez has his main account, right? His World of Warcraft account, his Overwatch account that he uses free to play Hearthstone on. He also had enough dust to make a golden whiz bang.
Nice.
So here's what's really cool about this card. Free to play players now have 18 legendary decks, because most of these decks in these recipes have legendary minions in them.
Yes.
So on my free to play account, I have all these decks that I can play. Now, do I get to choose which one I'm playing? No. Whizbang the Wonderful chooses which one I'm playing. But still, as a decent Hearthstone player, and I've played most of these deck recipes already, no matter what's handed to me, I still am okay with it. I'm like, oh, this is nice. So on my free to play account, I now have valid decks to play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily know which one I'm going to get to play, but I at least have a better chance of winning and not getting steamrolled.
And let me grease the wheels a little bit more for you. These new recipe decks. Now, each class has 3 recipe decks. One is a standard, like a basic recipe deck. You won't get one of those. Then there's 2 more. One is the middle one right now is Witchwood themed, that has a couple of the Boomsday cards in them, and the one on the far right, the third option, is a Boomsday themed, strictly Boomsday themed recipe deck. I've played a lot of games with Whizbang, and I've got a little over a 50% win rate total with Whizbang. However, the recipe decks that are Witchwood themed aren't as strong. Not doing terrible with them, but they're not as strong. But the Boomsday recipe decks, those I've got like a 68% win rate with. They're extremely competitive and are viable on the ladder at my rank, and I'm up at the ranks 4 and 5. So if you're in the teens or 20s, anywhere on the ladder, these Whizbang decks definitely can win you games and get you up the rank. So don't think just because they're recipe decks that they are quote unquote bad decks, because they are not. They've got a new final designer over on the team, and it's Chalky, and he's building great decks, and he built these new Boomsday recipe decks, and they are really good.
Yeah, and as far as what I've been told is that if you have a golden Whizbang the Wonderful, correct me if I'm wrong, your whole deck that it will summon is all golden.
Yes.
What? Who
And
doesn't
even
want a
better,
whole golden deck? That's so
you're-
awesome.
A lot of times with these specialty cards, some kind of flare happens. It doesn't happen, which I was
Aw.
originally I was disappointed with, but then I realized, wait, that means my opponent does not know I'm playing a Whizbang deck. So they don't. It's not like they're told in any way that you're playing Whizbang.
Yeah,
They won't know until you start playing and they start realizing, wait a minute, this might be one of the recipe decks. So don't think that your opponent's going to have a leg up on you knowing you're playing recipe decks, because they won't know unless they're identifying your cards and properly reading your deck.
Yeah, they
What?
gotta know the cards, and the basics.
What is the face?
Zero, you are perfect. So I'm like, all right, I need a little bit of time to share my screen so I can show myself doing what I wanted to do, right? So Zeroshio's doing all this, and I'm typing in Discord chat, someone please help me, I'm trying to share my screen.
We saw
And
your
Zeroshio's
screen.
perfect.
I was trying to.
I know, and
Fourth
I'm like,
wall, fourth wall.
you kept going, and it was working. You just kept going, but no one was helping me. Everyone just kept saying, no.
Well, we're all going.
Dad can't see. Dad can't see the chat there.
No, the
so that was
problem
the
is
problem.
we saw your
Yeah.
screen, but then it glitched out and went black.
Yeah, because
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
share
Yeah.
your screen, you're fine. Just when you click
Oh,
off
okay.
the second screen, that's when it goes away.
I
Okay.
said, and this is funny. I mean, we'll break down the wall.
The
So,
great thing is that this is only episode 200. It's
That's right.
like we just started.
in Discord chat, I'm trying to share my screen. Help. Please? Anyone.
Oh yeah.
I was busy trying to fill space, man.
I mean, I
I was doing my
But-
job.
That's what.
I was waiting
Zero.
for Dad to answer.
The
Yeah.
great thing is Zero's doing perfect. Like
Yeah.
he's talking, it's going great, and all I see is Vestidius like,
What I see on my screen is the
and I'm
icon.
like, the only person that could probably help me is just sitting there nodding his head, and I'm like, what are you doing?
The funny thing is, the icon down on the bottom, the Discord icon, has 9+ next to it, and I can't do anything about it.
If he tries to read it, everything goes out of whack.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, so let me try and
Yeah, share
Yeah,
your
this
screen.
is-
Share your
yeah,
screen.
of course we're gonna
Share
do
it.
this.
There, we see your
we go.
screen.
We see your
Okay.
screen.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Don't mind my deck names. This is, I deleted. So when a new
Trees
expansion,
are friends.
Hey, I see wax lips.
Yes.
come on, I had to make a wax lips deck.
They
So,
keep on the Roy.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you name the deck Trees Are Friends?
No, that's
Okay,
the recipe.
Because that's
Yeah,
one of the
that's
recipe decks. Yeah, I was about to say because that's one of the recipe decks.
Well, hold on, guys. I gotta talk to somebody real quick.
Oh no.
Oh,
This
that's
guy's so
distracted.
now derailed.
Tell him to come watch
It's
so that he
Espo
can
doing what he
enjoy.
does best and interacting with the community.
That's right.
I gotta
Thank
spit.
you.
You gotta
and,
spell-
And derailing the show. Also what he does best.
And the funny thing is that he spelled it Esposode.
He knows how to plug himself.
Of course, when I get up in the morning and I want to chat with Espo and I see he's online, I was like, well, I see he's playing a friend. Let me spectate him. And he's playing
Himself.
Espo.
I'm
Yeah.
playing Espo too.
Espo versus Espo.
So shout out to Zargon. You're a guest spot on our 200th episode.
Awesome.
I appreciate the 80 gold quest, but I will pass right now. Yeah. so I delete all my decks at the beginning of the expansion and I make new ones.
Well, makes
So-
sense.
Yeah,
it totally
so I
makes
got-
sense, especially this
Mhm.
expansion when you get Whizbang and gives you all those
Oh, yeah,
decks anyways.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, I don't have a Whizbang deck, but we're gonna see what we can do about that. So I got 4,140 dust. Let's go ahead and see if we can move to crafting. Let's type in something wonderful here. But no, wait. You know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Show only golden cards.
That's right.
There we go.
Yes.
That's what I
do
want
it.
to see. So, if you've been a long time listener, you know that I any legendary, any epic, any golden card I get that any golden card I get, whether it be legendary or epic, I disenchant it for dust. And I've
we all
been
cry.
known to do that. So, there's Zargon in Twitch chat. There you go.
Nice.
Hey man.
So yeah, I told everybody I would do it so that now I can have a bunch of golden cards just for 3,200 dust. I get all the golden cards in the deck recipes. So here we go, guys. We're
And-
gonna do it. You see it live.
Do it.
3,200
Do it.
dust. There it is.
Ta-da!
Yes.
Awesome.
Golden Whizbang the Wonderful.
Okay. and-
Awesome.
okay.
Nice.
So are you going to make a Whizbang deck right now?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so
I have some questions.
Okay.
Can I ask questions?
you
Yeah.
can ask
that
them
are
right now.
unrelated?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. First of all, I know when I was back on the show, we talked about there's some sort of program that lets you like save decks and stuff, right, Dad?
Hearthstone deck
Is it-
tracker.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I want to know: is there an app that does the same thing?
No.
No.
'Cause,
unfortunately.
Okay. Because I only play on my iPad.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
iPad
Okay.
doesn't allow cross
Well,
app
Yeah, you-
interaction.
here's what you
Yeah.
can do. Let me give you a suggestion. So, what you do on your iPad, you go into. Okay, let's look at this. I'll show
Take a
you.
screenshot?
Since you can see this right now, let's do this. Let's go to Gig and Floop right here. Okay, so on my iPad, I can go here and I can click copy. Right? Then you open up a text document, a text message to me, or whoever. You know, that what's that guy's name? Jeremy. You can,
Who's Jeremy?
who's Jeremy?
Who's Jeremy?
You can text him that code, and that's your deck.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
go and hit paste, and it'll put your entire deck. So that's a way to copy it. Now you won't be able to
Okay.
track what cards you're playing. And right now, Hearthstone Deck Tracker is broken with Whizbang. It doesn't work properly with Whizbang decks.
Well, no,
Uh,
when you paste it, it actually pastes all the cards that are in the deck.
Yes, I'm talking about the overlay for when you're playing the game. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
track the
I
deck.
think she just wants to know how to save her deck. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
she
because my
never
slots
does-
are
yeah.
full and I need to start deleting decks.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want to delete this one.
I actually keep a text file on my computer, and you can put it in Notepad in your little notes app on your iPad, and just save each of your decks that way.
You can also
Okay.
keep
But
it
let's
in
make a deck.
Google.
Okay.
You can keep it in Google Docs, or you can put it in
Yep.
Apple Notes, and you can actually access
Share
both those from your
across
computer.
devices.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sure can.
There you go. So that's a way to save your. I'm glad you asked that question because that's a great way to save your decks. That way, if you do delete them, then you have that code in a.
Yeah.
Just do a Google.
And
Doc
I
or
knew there
something.
wasn't an app like 2 years ago when I was on the show before, but I was like, maybe that changed. So
The restrictions mainly with iOS devices because you
Mhm.
can't run more than one app simultaneously. you
well,
can run them in the
why
background, but
You,
they
you can
can't
do them
share.
side. You can do them side by side, but they're isolated.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
siloed.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't share information between the two apps.
Yeah, it's easier to type it up though. I mean,
Yeah.
somebody
Okay.
needs to create an app though.
There you go. All right, so here's the deal. So with Whizbang the Wonderful, I was talking about not having all the cards as a new player. You craft Whizbang the Wonderful, and these two decks right here, the Omega Project and the Demonology Lab, those are deck recipes. Well, when you queue up a game with Whizbang the Wonderful, you have a chance to play one of these 18 decks, because for each class there's 2 of these recipes that are in Whizbang's I guess
Available choices.
yes,
Yeah,
in
and
his
2
pool of decks.
And it's important to note 2 times 9 is 18.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true. I didn't know the math, but thank you, Zero.
And also,
Well, you're arts and craft. Yeah.
Yeah.
only thing I was gonna add to
He's
that
an artist.
Concept,
You do the
yeah.
math.
is that and you probably were about to say this, but next expansion comes out, these deck recipes will shift, so to speak. The recipe for the the Witchwood one will go away. The current one will move into the middle slot, and then the new expansion will show up on the right slot, and those will be the available ones that he picks from.
So as you can see, the Demonology Lab, I'm missing Crystallizer and I'm missing Ectomancy. Well, if Whizbang chooses that I'm going to play the Demonology Lab, those cards will be in my deck. Now, you'll also notice... I messed that up. You'll also notice that when I go to build my deck, I'm going to build a custom deck. I have this wonderful guy right here. He's golden. Okay? So I'm going to put him... Why did I click crafting? That was weird.
Yeah, you don't need crafting. There you go.
Yeah. So check this out, guys. He's golden, right? Put him in there. Oh, 1 of 1. My deck's done. There we go. I'm done. And all the cards are going to be golden.
There's one
Awesome.
more important step, okay? Go ahead and select that deck again. At the top, you see a little looks like a card back icon.
Oh,
Click
interesting.
that, and in the search, you can that card back there is your favorites, a favorite card back. But in the search, type the word Sparkle. This is a very important card back for the Whizbang deck because
That's
it
funny.
matches Whizbang,
That it does.
That's
It does
funny.
match very well.
and you can
That
just drag it
is
over
funny.
in its place, and it will use that card back instead of your favorites.
And notice that
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Nope, definitely not.
If you wanted to play Whizbang properly, that is what you would do.
That's right.
It gives
So
you
I-
such an edge in the competition, you know?
That's funny. No, currently I'm using the Mecha Jiraxis card back. So let's take a look here. Let's do I'm gonna do a practice run just to show you guys how this works. So we're gonna choose, let me see, someone on here. Where is it?
I have another question whenever
Say-
you want me to.
And Matt at Arms says Blizzard should change it so that Whizbang gets moved to Classic in 2 years, and I agree. He should give us a little bit of a run with that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that makes sense. That way he never rotates out. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Or at least
Yeah,
2
yeah.
years.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be
He'll
cool.
definitely be there next year.
Oh, look, I found somebody that's willing to play with me. Here we go. Okay, this guy right here. Okay, let's challenge him to a standard duel. Whoop.
Okay,
Okay.
place your bets. Who will win, Espo or Espo 2?
All right, let's hope that this guy accepts. Oh, he did. This is really cool. He accepted. So, will I
He's
choose
such
Wax
a nice
Lips?
guy.
I know, right? Will I choose Wax Lips? No, I'm gonna choose Whizbang the Wonderful. And if you notice right here, look at that question mark, right? Wax Lips, it's Hunter. But look here, Whizbang, question mark. Interesting. Oh, wants to borrow one of your decks. Oh, okay, I will share. I'm gonna share my deck with him.
That's great.
There we go. Okay.
I love the borrow decks button so
Yes. Great for new
It's so
players.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
much. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So if you look here, I'm straightening my decks, and we're going in. Huh. Interesting. How did I know I was going to be Warlock? Well, that's just the way things go. My luck. So,
Golden.
yeah, check this out, guys. Look at this. Look at this. And guess what? Even though I already have these 2 legendaries, as a new player, you may not have these, but guess what? You get to play with them. And if you crafted the golden, you get to play with them in golden. Oh my! And we're gonna
So
we're gonna
worth it.
X out of these.
And the good thing to note is, even though normally you don't have those golden cards, it still lets you have them in golden, which is really neat.
Right?
Who doesn't want a whole deck full of golden? Like,
Yeah,
What?
Yeah. Oh,
Confused.
yeah. See, it's too powerful.
He saw the golden. He saw the golden warlock and was intimidated.
That
yeah.
was it. That's exactly what happened.
Now I'm just
You know what
exactly what
would have been
happened.
more intimidating though is that card back. He would have known what was going on.
That's right.
That's right. If you would have saw those sparkles, I guess I did it wrong, right?
I'm
Yeah.
just wondering how you managed to make it work with the Warlock deck.
Hey, you guys gotta understand something. Or maybe you don't. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
So I want to ask about the card Mechathune.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please ask. I've been
So-
playing Mechathune recently.
Uh-oh.
So the card is a 10 cost, 10/10 mech. Death Rattle. If you have no cards in your deck, hand, and battlefield, destroy the enemy hero. And my question is, when in the world would you have no cards in your deck, hand, and battlefield?
That is a very, very good question.
I also saw a card called Stars Align, and I think this card would be better titled to be that.
Now it does take the stars to align for this to happen, but there's actually successful. There is one streamer, Hysteria, who actually got wins on the ladder with Mechathune in all 9 classes already.
Mhm.
He made 9 different decks and got a win on the ladder with each of them, using win with the combo. And
Wow.
I have been playing the Warlock version of it, and the goal is, because Warlock's hero power lets you draw your deck very fast.
Do you use
and your deck
pencil or crayon?
Nice. Your deck is completely filled with removal and board clears, so your opponent can't beat you with minions. You usually, and it has healing. And then you use the new card called Galvanizer. It's a 2-mana 1/2 mech that reduces the cost of all mechs in your hand by 1. You play 2 Galvanizers to make Mechathune 2 mana, Mechathoon 8 mana, which will leave you 2 mana left on a turn. So you get all the cards out of your deck, and then you play your 8 cost Mechathoon. Then you play there's a Blossoms card that it's 2 mana, and the next spell costs health instead of mana. So that's your 10 mana. And then for 4 health, you play Cataclysm, which destroys all the minions on the board and discards your entire hand. And that's how you win.
All right.
Because that's really easy to do.
Right.
I actually pulled it off. Well, I say I pulled it off. I got it set up, but my opponent conceded. But I did it 4 times today.
Wow.
How do you
4
discard
times.
your entire hands, but keep the card that you need?
You don't.
You use
Because-
the cards.
You just play them, yeah.
The rest of your cards in your hand don't matter at that point. You play the Cataclysm, which destroys all the minions on the board and
'cause it's a
discards your
death
hand.
rattle. I forgot it's death rattle.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a death rattle, not a battle cry.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And the trick is you want to kill him that turn, because if you give your opponent a turn to deal with him, he could silence it, polymorph. There's lots of options for them to deal with it at that point.
Right. Or even just killing it before you have, like, when you have 1 card in your hand or something.
Yeah, and the Druid version of it draws, because it has a lot of draw in the class, draws your entire deck and then uses its entire hand and leaves only 3 cards. Innervate, Mechathoon, and Naturalize.
Mm.
And you throw down the Mechathoon and then Innervate out, Naturalize, and you win.
Nice.
So the question is, deal or no deal?
That is correct. It is extremely difficult to pull off, but it can happen. The most consistent version has been Warlock so far.
Yeah, so it's deal
Okay.
or no deal.
Cool.
Nice try, Espo, but we can't read
Nobody
it.
can read that.
We
I'm
can't read
sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't either.
Time to have a popular game. What is on the bottom of Espo's mug?
Yeah,
That's
Espo
a
just
fun-
wants to drink his
that's a-
cup, and there's a bright pink sticky note on the bottom of his cup, but nothing written on it.
I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, yeah.
I'm guessing it said moving on.
Or episode 200, maybe? I don't know.
Oh
Or
my
golden.
gosh.
What is
Zero,
it?
you're
Moving.
It does say it.
It does.
That's why I'm your wingman.
Our chemistry. You can 200. Come on, 200 episodes. If we all don't know each other by now, we have a serious problem.
Their chemistry is just whizzing and lightning.
Oh, too funny.
That's
Too funny.
wonderful.
All right. So we also ended up getting a repeat Tavern Brawl. So if you guys,
It's really weird when the repeat of a Tavern Brawl is a New Year's Tavern Brawl
In August.
yeah.
in August.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I
so it's a
It
new
is
year.
it's a new meta, so maybe that's what they mean, this celebration. Now
Well-
usually they do this Tavern Brawl right after the first set in a year, which is usually April, because it's a new year for Hearthstone. But this isn't signifying a new year. And this Tavern Brawl is really basically you have to use the hero power to decorate the for the festivities while minions pop on the board and try to take you and your opponent out. You have to work with your opponent.
Yeah, the important part is read the text that says you have to
Yes.
work with your opponent. I've
And
seen so many people
my
complaining.
first game, I had somebody get mad, rope out, quit, and then sending me a friend request saying that I cheated and that those minions shouldn't have gotten past taunt. And I told them that's not how this brawl works. I wasn't doing that. But my second game we did well, got past that point, and you get this giant pinata you have to destroy. And then when you finally destroy the pinata, you both win. Now, they've done this in the past where even if you lose because you have to work with your opponent, they still give you the pack. They don't this time. So you have to find somebody to work with. Fortunately, I was lucky my second match. We worked really well together, using emotes properly to say when we were happy they did things. If he healed my face, I said thank you, so he knew to continue doing that. So communicate that way, and it can work.
I
Yeah,
had
this is
somebody that worked with me, and we didn't even have to use emotes. We actually
Ooh.
worked really well together. It
Wow,
was nice.
Good job.
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it somebody you know?
No, it wasn't Espo 2 or
Ooh.
Fastidious 2.
Yeah,
You got lucky then.
I ended up running into somebody playing this and didn't work out. We both tried though. We were both healing each other. Everything was great. It's just bad draws, not enough 5 attack minions to take out. And I honestly got during the match you'll also get candy from the piñata when you hit it.
Mm-hmm.
You get this candy and it's random spells that do beneficial things, obviously. So the taunt minions that are on the board do damage at the end of your turn to the other player. So the idea is you have to get rid of those. You have to beat them down. And the candy helps you do that. We were getting the wrong candy or we weren't getting enough candy. And it was bad news and it spelled death for one of us. And yeah,
That's a
it
bummer.
was.
Now, while this was a repeat for the Tavern Brawl, the pinata portion was different than it was before. I don't remember that being the pinata portion being the same. You didn't get candy last time, I didn't think.
I think you did. I think you
Did
did
you?
because when I got it, I wasn't surprised. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. So
I didn't remember the candies and cookies, but maybe it's just because I beat it so easily last time. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Humble brag.
You high rolled through it. You're like, yep, done. Okay,
Possibly.
moving on. So yeah, Tavern Brawl's cool. Great for new players. If you can communicate.
Yeah.
So yes, you just go in, click Brawl. Don't have to choose a class. It just gives you a random class with random cards and have fun. It's all about having fun and teamwork. I really like brawls like this. I think it's really cool, and I think this is one of the signs that leads me to believe that someday we might see some raids in Hearthstone. Possibly.
Yeah.
If they can get it in the app version. I think that's what's holding a lot of these raid things back, is that they have to make it so it will fit, so that it will work on a phone. That's the holdup, I believe. That's where the bottleneck is with this.
Yeah.
Because if it was on PC, we'd already have raids. We'd already have all this stuff. But I think the bottleneck is being able to put that into an app that will work on an iPad or on a phone.
Yeah.
Because when you play on your iPad and phone, obviously, it's a little bit different interface.
Mm-hmm. And
Well, they
it's
just
very
need to-
important to them.
Yeah.
Uh,
They just need to
it's-
keep upping the sizes of the phones until you're talking on your iPad again, you know?
that's-
Yeah, problem
But-
solved. There you go.
it's really important to Team 5 because Hearthstone is one of the most played games on the toilet. So they definitely want you to be able to have that flexibility.
Hey, family friendly.
No killing Espo. That's
Hey,
not
families go to the bathroom. That's-
Not together.
no, not
Just-
together. Anyways, okay, moving on.
We're going down the drain.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Well, we had talked a little bit about how our week was in Hearthstone and all this. I got a question for all of you. So the expansion, it's funny that the expansion drops and then we have our, 200th episode. So my question for all of you, you've seen most of the cards, right? For a few of us, we've seen all of the cards. For some of us, we, paid attention to the cute ones, the piñatas and the,
Yeah, Ari.
The Lubies. Oh, the faithful Lubies.
Yeah.
So cute.
yeah,
Little
the
plushie.
I got two of
goblins
those.
with wax lips and the piñatas. So what is,
Stealth squirrels?
and it can be your favorite card that you've played, the favorite card that you've seen art-wise. What would be your favorite card, and what kind of deck are you going to be putting it in, or would you put it in? So we'll start with Zero. Talk about something other than the toilet.
My favorite card, I mean, it has to be Whizbang. I hate to take the easy answer we've been talking about this whole time, but I've been able. I played a few Whizbang decks because we played it on Hero Power last night, but I found myself continue to play more and more, and I've actually logged close to 30 games with just Whizbang, and am still playing more Whizbang decks. And I'll go and make some new decks and net deck a few decks I want to try, and then I just go back to playing Whizbang because it's fun, it's easy. I want to learn those recipes, and they're a lot better decks than I expected. So it's my favorite. Plus, I have the Sparkle card back, and that helps me win.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sure it does. So intimidating. So intimidating. All right, and then let's go Ariane.
Okay. Well, I was actually kind of interested in the damaged Degotron. At first, I wasn't really liking it because it does 6 damage to itself. But then I was thinking about like the good old priest days and how you could just circle healing after you play it, and it's pretty powerful taunt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one I also crafted because I'm like very interested in kind of throwing that in a priest deck. So besides the pinata there, I'd go with that one. I also really like the artwork for that jellyfish. What is it called? The Arcane Dynamo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
the
think that one
jellyfish with the big brain.
Really cool. So yeah, I was like, I like that one. So
Excellent. Yeah. So with this, we haven't really talked about him too much. Zeroshio touched on it with his Mechathune deck, but this expansion has a lot of mechs in it. A lot of really cool mechs.
I was
So
really happy about that.
with the Stegodon, you know, when you resurrect that, the battle cry doesn't happen. When you pull it out of your deck, the battle cry doesn't happen. So
Oh.
you're getting some serious stats.
I also have a complaint.
Oh.
They are not giving us in standard the Annoyatron as a neutral card. Kaladin.
Oh yeah, you haven't played one of my favorite. Yeah. Let me.
I also had a problem with several of the Paladin cards because Jeremy plays Paladin and he beats me up on Paladin. And so I'm like, why are you
truth
giving
comes
him
out.
more tools in his arsenal?
So
Now, speaking of Paladin, Kangor's Endless Army is the legendary spell, and it will resurrect 3 of your mechs that died that game, and
You're
will
proving
keep
my
any
point.
magnetics.
You are
If-
proving my point.
If you bring,
you're making it worse, Zeroshio. You're making
I
it
know,
worse.
Jeremy, if you're listening, I'm trying to help here. If you bring back the Stegodon, it's also full health,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
so you
Rubbing
could
it
use your
in,
favorite card
rubbing it
against
in.
you.
Yeah, and
So
then the Anoyo something or other. What is it? He's not
Noyer
good.
module.
Yeah, that thing. I'm like, give that to me as like my priest. Why
No,
can't
here-
I have it?
here's
you
what
can
you
get a
need.
neutral Noyotron.
You can play the
But
Giggling
non-standard,
Inventor.
right?
Giggling
Yeah.
Inventor. Actually, for 5 mana, you get the Giggling Inventor, which is a 2/1, and he or she brings out beside her 2 Annoyatrons.
What? And that's standard or neutral?
Yes.
What
And
is it
she
called?
said,
The Giggling Inventor.
What?
she says hello, and they go hello, hello.
Yep.
What? He
Well,
attaches
I-
1/2 mechs. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
And
I'll
they
go
are
ahead. And,
Noyotrons.
I'll go ahead and go
Ah.
next because that's my favorite card. So the Giggling Inventor is my favorite card. It is a neutral 5 mana
awesome.
card, and she giggles, says hello, and then you hear an echoed hello, hello, and it's the Annoyatron. And there's 2 of them.
I
So.
take back. I rescind my complaint.
So there you
Just
go.
so you're
That makes me
aware,
happy.
Espo, I was going to say Giggling Inventor and had a feeling you were going to, so I decided not to.
You're making that up.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
believe you.
I'm not.
I love Giggling Inventor. First day, threw it in my Druid deck, and it's awesome. And one of my decks, and I think you guys might have noticed, well, 2 of my decks. One is Giggling Leroy, and the other one is Gig and Floop, because that's the combo that I love. So I play Giggling Inventor with Flabidinous Floop in my hand, and I can play another one right there. So
Except
yes.
it's a 3/4.
Yeah, it's a 3/4. So Flabidinous Floop's awesome. But yes, Giggling Inventor, and I have a runner-up and if Rez was here, which he should, but he's herding cats, he would say, Dr. Boom, mad genius. He would say Dr. Boom, mad genius, and I'm gonna say it for him because it's probably one of my favorites too. Even though I don't play Warrior a lot, Dr. Boom, mad genius. So, Squishy, do you have your favorites yet? Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, go.
So, favorite card art? I liked a lot of these, but honestly, it's Cosmic Anomaly. I thought it was pretty cool looking. I really like the galaxy look. It has a lot of depth to it. Fun colors going on. There's some pretty cute ones. I feel like they're starting to lean more towards that. As far as their art, they're throwing more and more of those in here. Weaponized Pinata is just fun.
So wait a second. The Cosmic Anomaly, it says its ingredients are star stuff, blue number 1, and natural and artificial flavors.
Oh yeah.
This is pretty interesting.
That's good.
Yeah, but you're right. The card art's really cool. Neat. Good choice.
I will
choice.
talking about the card art. When Hearthstone first came out, there was a lot of recycled art from the World of Warcraft CCG and
TCG.
TCG. Sorry, the World of Warcraft TCG had a lot of the same art, and even the first few sets that came out, you could see some of the art that was in the TCG in it. It looks like they've exhausted a lot of that because the last few sets have just been some very unique art that they're obviously catering specifically for this set and not just pulling out of a bank of art. And that is refreshing and gives the sets more life. And I thought I'd be over this game, 4 years later now? And
So
I'm not. It's still very fresh to me.
So what you're saying is they paid somebody to make the wax lips?
Yes.
Somebody
They
got
paid
paid.
somebody to make the wax lips.
You know,
If Mike Danae pooched his lips out a little, he might have modeled for that. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm not
Poor
standing
Mike Danae.
Now
anywhere
whenever
near
you
you.
see-
So
Now,
guys,
whenever you say secret plan, you're going to see Mike Danae there.
I am not
That's
standing
right.
anywhere near you at BlizzCon when Mike today
Yeah.
walks up.
Mike Danae is awesome.
I just want to
so-
say.
Hold on.
Oh, go
are,
ahead,
Are
Ariana.
you ready? I was gonna say something before Dad goes, but you can go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say something too. So you go first. I'll go.
Okay. If Dad, if Dad does not say his favorite card is Luna's Pocket Gallery, then I don't know anything.
You don't.
I
know
don't think
anything.
that's what he's going to say.
Okay.
I can almost guarantee you that's what he won't say.
I do have a
jeez.
guess.
Okay.
What's your guess?
So
What is your guess?
Did Zero go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah,
making sure.
Zero.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
We're saving you for last.
I don't know. I feel like he's gonna say the Poco Hopper.
Espo?
I think it's going to be. I have to say secret plan. No.
Is somebody whispering that in your ear? Is that,
Yeah.
is that what's happening?
Okay. So night. Okay. It's creeping me out. I feel like it's gonna lick my ear. So speaking of the card art, and when we were at BlizzCon, they debuted obviously the art for Mean Streets of Gadget Zan, and they talked about it a lot. And I noticed that card art, like League of Explorers and a few expansions and adventures before it, they kind of moved a little bit away from the World of Warcraft art, the WoW TCG art, and I feel like with this expansion, almost every card is now true Hearthstone made art, and I think that's cool. I think that's good stuff, and I really like it. Even though I love the World of Warcraft lore, they went ahead and changed the name of the game from Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft to just the Hearthstone. So I think that is a move that they needed to make to get away from World of Warcraft and allow them to kind of open up the art, and it's awesome. Zero, good point. Vastidius, you can say secret plan. It's okay.
Well, it's funny because as you were going down your list, I'm like going, that's a good option. That's a good option. But yeah, I have 5.
I was gonna say you're gonna pick between 2 children here, so you better be careful. But now he's just picking everybody all inclusive.
And I
Oh,
do have
my
to say that of the 5, 2 of them were definitely mentioned. So we will start
Okay.
with the most obvious one. I'm a mage player. I like mage. So Luna's Pocket Galaxy. I mean,
Yeah.
come
Oh,
on.
there we
Okay,
go.
I want to
Yep.
point out that it's Luna's Pocket Galaxy, not
Yes.
Gallery.
Yes,
So-
Galaxy.
I was not wrong.
Okay, so yes, I mean, come on. 7 mana, you change the cost of all the minions in your deck to 1, right? I want
Uncle Tony cost 1. There you
Right.
go.
This is insane. This
Right?
is so much
Yeah.
fun. I can't wait to play it.
I like it.
However, I also had on my list Pogo Hopper.
Yeah.
Because
Good one.
I played a game today when my opponent was able to Pogo Hop me on my last turn because I did not survive after this turn with a 9/9, a 11/11, and a 13/13 Pogo Hopper on the board at the same time.
They weren't Jade Idols?
No,
No, they were Jade Bunnies.
Jade Bunnies. Yes.
Yeah.
This is an insane card. If you can get it going, it's insane. Very good card.
I like
a lot
it.
of fun.
I like
So, but the other night when we were opening packs, you and Rez played a match afterwards. And
He's gonna say secret plan.
no, it's not. I do not like that card.
I know what he's going to say.
So one of the things that I have not actually done it until today is played with Magnetic. So I'm playing with Magnetic more, and this is such an incredible ability. I mean, this is awesome to be able to go through and just keep ramping up a single minion with all these extra abilities and extra health and attack is really cool. But when you can take that mech minion that you've been working on and strap a bunch of missile launchers to it, yeah, okay, you missile launcher. 6 mana, 4/4 mech,
Yeah.
magnetic. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all other characters.
Yeah.
That's insane. It's so much fun.
What's
And
the
the
name of this minion?
missile launcher.
Oh.
When it happened, I was like, "Whoa, that animation's awesome!" But all my minions are dead.
Right.
Also, if you put him in Hunter, there's a 2/2 mech venom something that has magnetic and poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put the
Mhm.
missile launcher and the poisonous together, it kills every minion on the board except itself.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Venomizer.
I crafted this one
Venomizer.
too.
Mhm.
This is one of the 3 that I crafted.
Okay, then the 4th one, I just like Mechano Egg. I don't know why. Mainly because it's a mech egg.
It's good stuff.
0/5 minion that summons a 8/8 Robosaur when it dies. So you magnetize a card to this one. That gives it an ability to attack. You attack and kill it, and you have an 8/8 Robosaur on the board. I mean, it's
I
insane.
haven't seen the 8/8 come out of the egg yet because this is a KOS or a silence.
Yes.
Like
yes.
I'm like, get this thing out of here. So, or not a KOS. I
deal
kill
with it.
No, I kill the other player fast.
Oh,
I'm
right,
like,
right, right.
okay, I gotta kill him fast before that 8/8 comes out and gets me.
Okay, and then my final vote would be Academic Espionage. It's a rogue card,
yeah.
4 mana.
Interesting.
You shuffle 10 cards from your opponent's class into your deck, and they cost 1.
Or with the new Elec, you can shuffle 20
Oh.
because he shuffles an extra card every time you shuffle a card.
Oh.
What?
Man.
Okay.
Yes. So when you play the Elec, then
game
you
is
play
crazy.
Espionage, which is a 7 mana combo, which very much doable. It shuffles 20 cards from your opponent's class, and they're all 1 cost.
So there are lots of
New
fun
deck being
things to
created
play.
now.
Add
Now,
that
on
to
the
my druid deck where you like make the other person draw. What is that called?
Mill, Druid.
Mill.
Yeah. So you don't run out. And you just
On
outlast.
on the topic of the Mechano egg, is I have a deck that was created by Jackie Chan. He's a pro streamer. He made a deck called Meat and Eggs, and it uses Meat Wagon, which is a mech,
Yep.
and it summons the Mechano eggs, and then the next turn you put like a war gear or something on it. All of a sudden, it's a 5/10 egg, and either they kill it and pop the 8/8 out, or they just keep taking 5 every turn.
Yeah.
Ariam, that card, by the way, that is a rogue card, so you can't do that with a druid.
Ah.
So anyways,
The rogue epic.
Yes.
fun stuff.
It is fun stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, and this week we had talked a little bit about the cards. We talked about other things. We kind of talked about our favorites. Next week we're actually going to get into our top 5 favorites and just normal episode. And then the following week we'll start on classes and talking about the cards in each class and the decks that we're playing and all that jazz. But 200th episode. I can't believe it, guys. This is crazy. Thanks everybody. I have to thank everyone in the community. Have to thank all of our patrons, especially Deadpool, our legendary patron. And actually, I had my Deadpool shirt here to hold up just to give Deadpool the shout out. There we go. We've got our Deadpool. There we are.
Nice.
Is that homemade?
No,
Okay.
That's not homemade. I bought it because he was a legendary patron, and I was like, I got to get that Deadpool shirt just so I can show it off.
Nice.
And especially thank you to Vastidius and Emily for meeting with me, 3 years ago?
Right.
Over 3 years ago, meeting with me in a McDonald's, a neutral spot in case I was some
Right.
masked murderer.
Right.
Public
Public neutral spot.
Yeah, public neutral spot. And actually talking with me about Hearthstone and then deciding. Actually, I think we basically decided at that time that it was going to work.
Well, it was
3 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Or
Because we talked for 4 hours about the
we're like,
Hearthstone.
we'll just meet with this guy for 15 minutes or so.
Play a couple games. Yeah.
Hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
So-
both of our phones were ringing. Our wives going, "Where are you? Are you alive?"
Yeah,
I
Leslie's
was
like,
like, I don't have a wife. Wait a minute. Okay,
Leslie's like,
Expo.
are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, honey. They're just like me. They love the Hearthstone, and we're fine.
It's on. He said it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
Right?
I said I'm gonna be really busy one night every week. So just be prepared. And of course, 180 some episodes later, here we are, and I've met awesome people like Squishy Dragon, who joined us, and we had great times. And then of course, my wingman, Zeroshio, texts me and says, "Hey, I think I'm gonna start my own podcast. Do you think Rez can make an image for us? Do you think this is a good idea?" I'm like, "Dude, you should totally do it." I was like, "This is gonna be all you," and they've been amazing over there at Hero Power, and of course we've been.
But
to BlizzCon.
we can't forget about the 24-hour charity stream
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's
for
right.
Ariane to get her eye surgery, which she's done great things, with that, working over at Soma Game.
Whoa. Interesting. Oh, hold on.
Did I lose everybody?
Oh, we're coming
we
back.
are.
There we go.
We're coming
There
back.
we go.
Little
What happened there?
little kerfluffle there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the charity stream was wonderful. I remember talking with Vastidius and Ariane and Espo, and talking about, well, I'll help as much as you need. My wife said she'll get me dinners and stuff, and we'll just rotate in and out.
Right.
And when it's slow, from like the 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. What we didn't realize is Legend of the Innkeeper had a huge fan base in Europe.
Yeah.
So our busiest time I think our busiest fundraising time was from like 3 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And we went the entire 24 hours, both of us, taking
Yeah.
nothing longer than maybe a 10-minute break to go get some coffee. I remember saying, "I'll be back in 10 minutes," and I was back in 2 minutes. And Vastidius is like, "You said 10 minutes." Like, I just want to get back to it. I'll fall asleep somewhere if I wait 10 minutes. Let's just do it.
And that was when I still had the stand-up desk because I was in my other
Yes.
office.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go sit down a little bit, get something to drink,
Nope.
something to eat. I'll be right back. Just like Zeroshio, it was like 30 seconds later, I'm like, okay, got my drink, I got something to eat, I'm good, I'm ready. and I was standing up 24 hours, just standing at my desk. And man,
Oh no. The internet's rebelling. Give us a moment.
amazing stuff. Really, really appreciate everybody in the community. And I love you for. Thank you to Rez for helping us with any of the artwork that we've ever needed.
Definitely.
And he's always been there. We've been like, Rez, we're doing the show in like 10 minutes. Can you get us a backdrop for this? Can you do this? And he's like, yeah, I'll see what I can do. So yeah, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I'll let the rest of you guys say something before we end here.
Man, y'all have just been so awesome. And thanks for everybody for y'all got me started on podcasting. I did my little side podcast for the Legendary Loot Box for Overwatch, which was a lot of fun. We did have to quit, sadly, due to personal reasons, but we had a blast. So y'all got me really going on podcasting, and it's been great. I love it. I love hanging out with y'all. You make everything fun.
Yeah, and just on that note, I was able to do my own venture with two close friends of mine, Avantis and Versika, and we've talked about that, Hero Power. But then on our 10th episode, we thought, why not better to say thank you by having Legend of the Innkeeper, and at the time it was Vestidius Espo, and I believe that was Ariadne's last episode.
No, I was on for longer than that, wasn't I?
Was it? I thought
I was
It
on
was-
for like a year or something.
maybe, but I remember it was right before you ended up going off the show, and or a little bit before you went up going off the show to move on with your career. But we had you all on as a joint episode. There was a 6-person crew on the Hero Power / Legend of the Innkeeper. It was very important to me that it was both of our show, and it helped. It gave us the idea to do joint episodes with other shows in the future and kind of identify ourselves as kind of a community podcast. And thank you guys so much for helping us get off the ground. And just know that we always talk about you, and we will never forget this podcast, because we expect you guys to be on for another 200 episodes once we're probably already.
Oh no.
We're having some Discord issues tonight.
Man. Yeah, we need to
That
wrap this
frozen
up.
face.
It's
frozen
great.
face.
I got a snapshot of it.
That was a good one. That was good. All I saw was just Espo's face with the puckered lips.
Next to the other pumpkin. lips
That's
there.
right. Looked like they were about to give each other a kiss.
Gross.
Nobody wants to kiss those lips.
Oh,
And then
boy.
there's the goblin, you know.
Dad, you should send it to me because I want to make a gif of it or something.
Oh, I'm putting it on
Great.
Twitter right now.
Sorry.
But it doesn't have the
Welcome to the
doesn't have the
Legend
back of it. It's just got the green screen. So, and we're locked up again. Okay, we back?
Are we back?
We're back.
Okay, we should finish this quick. Hurry,
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
before we
Ariane,
crash.
your turn.
What? What am I supposed to say?
Say goodbye. Say goodnight.
Bye.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Crazy.
Okay, anybody else final closing words?
All I'm gonna say is that thank you all for being here, because you guys are the reason we do this. And even in the stream, whatever you do just to support the show and just showing up, participating in many ways, and just being out there as a great group of friends. And that's really the biggest part of it. And I look forward to hopefully getting to meet some of you guys at BlizzCon again this year. We're
Yeah.
all going to be there. All of us that are in the
Yes.
screen will be there.
We're gonna have all 5 of us, including
6, including
Espo's-
Rez.
Espo's only friend, Rez, and my wife. My wife, Skelter, is also going to be there.
Nice.
It's exciting.
So I'm really excited to be able to have us all together. I've had the luxury of meeting the wonderful Espo and meeting the wonderful Squishy Dragon, but I'll be able to meet the entire LOTI family, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So stoked.
gonna
But
be
also,
Let's go
I
now.
want to
Let's go
say
now.
thank you, Ariane, for wanting to do this in the first place. 'Cause she's the one who's like, hey, we need to do a podcast. And there's this awesome game we're playing called Hearthstone. Let's do that. well, that's what we did. That's how we started, and we kept it
Yep.
family friendly for a reason, because families are involved, and we want it to be something that families can listen to and enjoy together, and not have to worry about, oh no, they said something, cover their ears. So
Yeah, and it was one of those things where it's like, let's just get up to like 10 episodes and then see how we feel, right? And then that's when Espo joined and going.
rest is
And
history.
was made.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I know we would not have made it this far if Espo hadn't been part of it either. So
Agreed.
You
Definitely.
you guys are awesome, and at the end of every episode, I say good job, team, because it's a team that's comprised of obviously a family and friends and a community, and without any of those pieces, I appreciate the kind words, but without any of those pieces, we wouldn't have. You guys are awesome. Yeah. I hope you got to hear a little bit of that.
got part of it.
All I heard was, you guys are
Now, at the end of every episode, I always say, "Good job, team," because we are a team, and without any piece, even though you guys said some kind words about me, without any little piece, we wouldn't have, Legend of the Innkeeper.
That's
So
right.
we've got the community, we've got the family, we've got the friends, and I love you all. You all are awesome, and thank you to everybody that's ever listened to any episode, and of course, thank you to my incredible co-hosts, past, present, and future. You guys are awesome.
Awesome.
Aw.
Cheers.
Well, before Discord kills us, I think we're going to wrap
Yes.
up. So
Yeah.
thank you again for everybody for hanging out with us all these episodes, and we hope you continue to listen and support the show best we can, and we hope to continue to do them. So thank you, and we look forward to a magical continuation. So thanks again, everyone here, for joining us, and we look forward to talking to all you in the future. So
Good job, team.
Job
Later.
done.
Good job, team.
Good job, team. Sorry, I was late. Call lag.
Job's done.
Moving on.
Okay.
Oh,
I missed y'all.
Oh, goodness. I love that.
Oh, locked up again. Wait.
Oh, Discord.
Oh, Discord. Oh.
What did you love? What did you love, Espo?
He's just stuck.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it.
Oh no!
I was trying to, but it came back too fast.
That's just.
I love wax lips.
You better be screenshotting that.
Did you screenshot that? Because that's awesome.
You gotta put your head down more.
Okay.
It worked.
Get another one.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
Oh, my face hurts.
Did you screenshot that, Steve?
Screenshot which
You
part?
can go back into the
Which
stream.
part? I'm not doing.
Do it again, Espo.
Oh, Discord.
I know, right? I can't do
Man.
it again.
It's been bad tonight.
just 5 more
Yeah.
times, Espo. Just 5 more times.
Just seven or 8 more takes. This time more lips. This time with your eye open.
Oh, it locked up.
My goodness. Oh my
I
god.
go right for his nose. It's great. Perfect.
Oh
Oh,
my
gosh.
goodness.
I'm gonna die. You're gonna have me laughing too hard.
My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts.
My cheeks hurt from smiling.
Right?
Oh.
Well,
oh
I
my
like your
goodness.
I would
Yeah,
probably say
so-
you may want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you may want to look at Twitter.
Oh, geez.
I am so
no.
glad that they rescheduled my All-Star game. I would have hated if I missed
Oh,
it.
me too. Me too. I
So
am.
They did
I am
officially
very glad.
reschedule it, so
That's
I didn't.
awesome.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
What?
The screen froze again, and it comes back, and there's
What?
Deadpool.
What happened?
And our producer of the show had Deadpool.
Oh no.
I said next time we freeze, I'm gonna come back as Deadpool.
You did.
Oh, the timing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
We're having too much fun.
Oh jeez.
So
What'll happen is that you'll freeze and
we
your
sh-
shirt will be off when you come back.
Zeroshio was like this.
Oh my goodness.
we should all just freeze.
That's right.
Oh, we did. Oh my goodness.
Okay, no, it actually
That's
froze.
so funny.
It really did happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait, are y'all doing that? That's really good.
Y'all are so good.
I said,
Uh,
wait, are y'all all doing that? That's really good. I was like, oh
Oh
my
my
god,
God.
they're actually frozen. Never
so
mind.
Espa, did you see Twitter?
Yes, I saw that.
All of it? I give up. I give up. This is
Locked up.
ridiculous.
Oh, this
Oh,
is getting bad.
okay.
Oh, jeez.
I think we're done. she just pulled it up.
I missed
Right.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, how
I
did?
didn't see that. Oh,
Now I gotta pull it up.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
gosh!
do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god! What is going on? Oh no!
Zeroshio, why no reaction?
No!
Because I'm pulling it. Oh my god.
Oh, too much fun! Oh my gosh! Steve is
Killed him.
crying. He
I
can't
can't look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's too funny.
um,
So, you know
Oh.
what's even worse? So, I started a job at Central Market, and we've got a big Hatch Chili Festival going on. Well, the Hatch chili peppers look exactly like his nose.
That's funny.
Oh my
that's
goodness.
awesome.
That's why
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a picture of a chili pepper, and it's gonna be called Wax Lips.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wax lips.
wax nose.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Well, now that we've all died a little bit,
Think. And Q.
We're back.
Back? Okay. I can't wait to see you guys in California in
Yeah.
just what, 3 months? Less than
Yeah.
3 months?
Excited.
yeah.
Yep.
So excited.
Yeah.
Look for the.
I want to
shirt
go
with
into a
the
coma
red
and just
shirt.
wake up right before Halloween
Right.
Yes. I love Halloween.
Ah,
with all my bills paid
Yes.
and some money saved
Right.
Yes.
Positively.
and not fired from my job.
Yeah.
Find you had a promotion and.
Yeah, they can do that through for a
Or
little
a
while.
time travel machine could work too.
Yep, definitely
Okay.
saving money up for stuff now.
Thanks,
I'm
guys, for
so
hanging out with
excited.
us in chat. Hopefully, it wasn't too crazy, and well, it probably was too crazy, but we will talk to y'all later.
See ya.
Bye,
Thanks.
gang.